Hello everyone, this is a review of the Realme CY51-4128 smartphone. We have NFC. This is a budget smartphone worth about $130 to $140. Let's open its box, such a typical Realme box, yellow. Further in the package we will find a silicone case, darkened, not just transparent, dark transparent documentation. Powered by Dubverse. And the configuration is a Type-C cable and a charger adapter with a fast charging, as I understand it, judging by the size of this adapter, 33 watts of maximum charging, that is, here we have it written 33 watts of maximum charging. In general, a good configuration for a budget for $140, there is a case and a fast charger. This is the color, blue-green, turquoise. I would even say so. Double camera flash, that is, the camera is in the same position as the iPhone, only there is no camera block, the camera is just separately in the case. Here is a glossy plastic, here is such a matte plastic, does not leave fingerprints. Here, of course, fingerprints will be collected, scratches, and all sorts of dust. Powered by Dubverse. So it looks a little more spectacular. A fairly thin case, the thickness of the smartphone is 8 mm, for a budget it is not bad, the weight is 186 grams, the width is 76, the height is 167 mm, the diagonal of the screen is 6.74 inches, we have a relatively large screen, that is, more than that. Of flagships. Powered by Dubverse. Moreover, this screen is an ordinary HD IPS 90 Hz, that is, an absolutely budgetary standard screen. Ordinary HD resolution, despite the fact that it is huge 6.74 inches. On the right is the power button, the volume button. The power button is combined with a fingerprint scanner. On the left is a SIM card slot. Let's open it right away, see what kind of slot it is. A slot for a SIM card and a microSD for memory expansion. A full-fledged slot. There is a port for headphones at the bottom, there is a Type-C port, a slot for a speaker and a microphone. In general, there is an NFC, there is a headphone port, there is a port for a microSD card. Powered by Dubverse. I cut out a drop, here I see. In general, the signs of a budget smartphone are a fingerprint scanner. If it is, then it is in the power button, as here. For such more advanced smartphones, the fingerprint scanner is always on the screen. This is actually much more convenient than here, because it just unlocks much faster and is a little more convenient. You can just press it with your finger and unlock it, see what kind of notifications have come, and not take the smartphone and poke it with your thumb right here, not take it in your hand. And I cut out a drop. Yes, this also distinguishes a budget smartphone from flagships, from more expensive smartphones on Android. For more expensive smartphones, the camera is always separated by a small circle. Let's go to the settings. Powered by Dubverse. That is, it works slowly compared to some slightly more expensive devices. It is noticeable that it is budgetary in terms of work in the menu and work in ordinary tasks. We have on the system, on the phone, the Realme C51, the Realme UIT Edition version, this is for budget smartphones, and the Android version 13. Here we have not a full-fledged Realme UI, but a T Edition, its simplified version. That is, with a fairly small functionality, that is, the icons can be either standard, by default, or there is one theme. This is how the menu looks like. Such big icons, that is, not small, round, as it is there for iPhones or Samsung or Xiaomi, but such big icons, because to configure more functions here, you need to do more work tables, that is, a lot of going back and forth. This, as for me, is a little less convenient. Let's move on to synthetic tests. We have a processor, the most standard hardware. The processor is Unisoc T612 and the video accelerator is Mali G57. The results of the test. 1-core multi-core test. The result of the video accelerator test. And let's also look at the Antutu benchmark. 254,000 in the Antutu benchmark. We close. The standard result for a budget smartphone. Powered by Dovers. Now let's see on what settings. Let's run, see how fast it loads. So, PUBG Mobile works on average graphics or only on this one? Auto level. Average, but already not bad. That is, not the most minimal. But, in principle, already a tendency that, in principle, the most minimal level is rarely found, even on budget devices. Already everyone supports more or less normal in PUBG Mobile. So, good. On the camera. Photo, video, night. There is a portrait mode and an additional video mode. HD 30 frames per second. Full HD 30 frames per second. Normal HD 30 or SD 30 frames per second. The video functions are quite modest. Well, in principle, this was expected. We have a 10x zoom. Okay. We close. As for the battery. Powered by Dubverse. In principle, as for a smartphone for $140, absolutely not bad. There is an NFC port for headphones, but at the same time there is an attribute of a budget smartphone. Yes, here is the budget version of the firmware. It is not that it does not lag, but it thinks for a long time. That is, with all the tasks, it will think for a long time. Powered by Dovers. Well, and the attributes of this budget smartphone are body materials, fingerprint scanner on the right and a drop of cutout. Well, of course, large frames, a large chin at the bottom. That is, diagonally so, almost 6.75 inches, and large frames. Powered by Dubverse. That's all. Powered by Dubverse.
Пока.